We've always wanted to. We've kind of forever been letting our team know, like, if a Bond movie, really like to be involved, because it's like such a huge goal and like a dream, and the Bond franchise is so incredible, and all the music that's been involved has been amazing. So.
Hi, Cary, very nice to meet you. It's
Hello, Francisco.
great to chat with you. James Bond is always a complex project, but this was a little more special. It's the 25th film of the franchise, the last one with Daniel Craig as a James Bond. So, how was for you the process to try to put as well a fresh spin as a director for No Time to Die?
I think the fresh spin was a group effort for one. You know, we had really everyone from the producers to the writers to Daniel, you know, kind of rolling up our sleeves, trying to figure out like, what do we do in this story to make it not only a satisfying final chapter for his run, but make it, you know, reflect the times, to show how in some ways Bond has or has not moved with the times, and to create conflict naturally through the characters, you know, and make sure that the emotions and the characters and everything else is firing on all, you know, on all pistons, and not just, you know, kind of like cruising to the end.
There will be nothing left to save.
And how are you approached to do the James Bond song? I mean, have you pitched any ideas? Have you were approached by the studio?
We've always wanted to. We've kind of forever been letting our team know, like, if a Bond movie or anything opportunity came up, we would really like to be involved, because it's like such a huge goal and like a dream, and the Bond franchise is so incredible, and all the music that's been involved has been amazing. So I don't remember really how it started. I think we did kind of get a call that was like, hey, there's an opportunity, maybe you would do the Bond theme, and that was huge for us. So we immediately made the song, and then kind of just, it was pretty like natural. It wasn't super like, you know, it was like we made the song, and then after my birthday we flew to London, worked with Hans, and did the orchestra, and then suddenly we did the Bond song.
It's a much more peaceful process than I anticipated it being. I kind of thought it would be crazy, and I thought there'd be a million different opinions, and everyone was very trusting, and I think we were given the same amount of creative freedom that we are usually given, which is pretty wild. I didn't really expect that.
Yeah.
I think just because a movie like this, so many people have so much on the line, and I would totally understand if they had really strong opinions the whole time, but they were really nice to us and just let us be us, which is cool.
That's good.
James, fate draws us back together.
Well, Phoebe Waller-Bridge was brought into the project, so I want to ask about her input and how important it was to empower the female characters on the Bond movies.
I mean, Phoebe was brought in because she's a great writer. Fleabag and Killing Eve were really wonderful examples of strong dialogue and character and interesting situations the characters find themselves in. And we brought her in late into the pre-production process to add some fresh air to this, and you know, really got deep into all the characters, not just the female characters.
Salute. I met your new 00.
And how could you describe the process for you since the moment that you upload Ocean Eyes to SoundCloud?
The process?
Yeah, and to what happened until now. I mean, to that moment when you were doing Ocean Eyes for a teacher, for a close project.
Yeah, right.
And then you're here doing the James Bond song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, you know. I think each step of the way was exciting in its own way. I don't think we were really expecting it to go in the directions that it went in, and that's part of the excitement for it. I think, you know, if I knew every step of the way what was coming next, it would have overshadowed the whole journey. So I'm grateful that we had no idea what was going on the whole time. We were just living through it.
Yeah, for sure.
You said many times that you were not comfortable doing some collaborations. But now with this song, it ended up being a collaboration with Hans Zimmer. How was for you working with that, and does it change your perspective on working with other people in the studio?
It doesn't really change it. I think it was more just like it was for this specific thing, and it was really necessary to work with them just because, you know, it needed that orchestra. It needed a more than just us. I think it was like, and it's Bond. Like we were prepared to work with anybody basically to make this song. But I mean, we did kind of at the beginning say like, we really want this to be made by us. We don't want somebody else to be forcing us to make something. And so we wrote the whole song before even meeting Hans.
They initially asked us if we wanted to collaborate with someone, and we passed. We said we totally respect them and think they're great, but we only want to do it if it's the same way that we do stuff normally.
If we don't do this...
Finally, I have to ask you about which ones are your favorite Bond movies?
I think Casino Royale might be my favorite Bond movie for several reasons. I really liked the change it brought to the franchise. I liked, you know, how brutal and damaged and layered Daniel Craig's performance was. There was a vulnerability we saw in the latter half that was very unexpected. I liked the classic filmmaking style and the approach in an era when a lot of films were going handheld and super gritty. It went back to really classic style of filmmaking. And then if you go back prior to that, I think On Her Majesty's Secret Service would be the other film I really like.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Have a very nice day.
All right, you too. Thank you.
See you. Bye.